Hi my dear students, I welcome you all for the video class. Today I am going to revise Geography chapter 5, Major Domains of the Earth. Our Earth is a unique planet of the solar system. Isn't it, children? Yes, of course. It is the only planet that provides favorable conditions for the emergence, growth and survival of various forms of life. Clear, children, what I am telling? It is the only planet that provides favorable conditions for the emergence, then growth and survival of various forms of life. Clear, children? The existence of life on the earth is possible. Why? Because the appropriate distance between the sun and the earth. The existence of life on earth is possible. Why? Because the sun and earth, the distance between appropriate distance between the sun and earth. That is why the existence of life on the earth is possible. Clear? Then the earth has all life sustaining elements like land, air and water. It can be said that earth is composed of three main parts. What are the, children? Yes. First, these are the sphere of rocks. What does mean that? Yes, very good. Lithosphere. Lithosphere consists of a sphere of rocks. Okay. Then the sphere of water means what, children? Yes, hydrosphere. Clear? Then the sphere of air means what, children? Atmosphere. Clear? These spheres interact with each other, that they result in the conception, substances and development of life. Isn't it, children? Yes. The sphere where we find land, water, air together and which contains all forms of life. That is called as what, children? Yes, of course, that is biosphere. We have four main parts, three main parts. One is land, that is lithosphere, then water, that is hydrosphere, then air, atmosphere. Clear? The combination of these spheres together which contains all forms of life, that is called as what sphere? Yes, biosphere. Clear, children? Why the existence of life on the earth is possible? Because the appropriate distance between the sun and earth. Clear, children? That is the main thing, main point. Okay. Okay, we will discuss about the spheres. Okay, children. At first, we will discuss about lithosphere. Okay, children. What is mean by lithosphere? What it means? Yes, lithosphere is nothing but land. Clear? The word lithosphere is derived from the Greek word lithos. What does mean that? Lithos, which means stone or rock. Clear? The word lithosphere is derived from the Greek word lithos, which means what, children? Which means stone or rock. Clear? The hard crust forms the outer solid surface of the earth on which we live. Is known as what? Lithosphere. What does mean by lithosphere once again? The hard crust forms the outer solid surface on the outer surface of the earth on which we live. Is known as what? Lithosphere. Then lithosphere includes the rocks of the earth crust, then thin layers of soils. Mainly the soil contains various nutrients that help us to grow the vegetation. Clear, children? Lithosphere includes the rock of the earth crust and thin layers of soil. Clear? The soil which contains various nutrients that help us to grow the vegetation. Clear? Lithosphere is also called what, children? Yes, crust. Lithosphere is also called crust. It can be broadly divided into two major divisions. What are the, children? Yes, one is continents, another one is oceans. Clear? What is lithosphere means? Lithosphere is nothing but the hard crust forms of the outer solid surface of the earth on which we live. That is known as lithosphere. Lithosphere is also called what? Lithosphere is also called the crust. Clear? Then the lithosphere is broadly classified into two types. One is continents, another one is oceans. Clear? Okay. What is mean by continents? The whole lithosphere is made up of 9 large plates and about a dozen of smaller plates. These plates are called what? As tectonic plates. They move continuously and change their position in relation to each other. Clear? The continents are embedded in these plates. Clear, children? Or you understand what I am telling? The whole lithosphere is made up of what? Is made up of 9 large plates and about a dozen of smaller plates. These plates are called what? Yes, these plates are called tectonic plates. They move continuously and change their position in relation to each other. The continents are embedded in these plates. Clear? The continents can be defined as the huge land masses rising above the sea level. What it means, continent, children? The continent can be defined as the huge land masses rising above the sea level. Clear? The continents are separated from one another by huge water bodies. The continents are separated by what? The continents are separated from one another by huge water bodies. Okay. Then there are 7 continents on the earth. What it names, children? Sorry, what are the names, children? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Clear? What are the names of continents, children? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Clear, children? Children, if you see the world map, you will find that northern hemisphere has the greater part of the landmass. Asia, Europe, North America lie entirely in the northern hemisphere, while Australia and Antarctica are entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is also called the land hemisphere. Clear, children, or you understand? Asia, Europe and North America lies entirely in which hemisphere? In northern hemisphere, while the Australia and Antarctica are entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is also called what, children? It is also called the land hemisphere. Okay, children, at first we will discuss about Asia. It lies in the northern and eastern hemispheres and covers about 1/3 of the Earth's surface. It lies in the northern and eastern hemispheres and it covers about 1/3 of the Earth's surface. Clear, children, or you understand? Then it is the largest continent and it is the home of the half of the world's population. It is the home of half of the world population. Clear? Then a number of highest peaks of the world lies in Asia or Africa? In Asia only. The number of highest peaks of the world lies in Asia. Example, Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak of the world, lies in which continent? Asia continent. What is height, children? Yes, it is 8,848 meters above the sea level. Clear, children? Then Asia is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the east, then Indian Ocean in the south and the Arctic Ocean in the north. In its western side, there are Ural Mountains and Ural River. Both are considered as the natural boundary between Asia and Europe. Clear, children? Okay, the combined landmass of the Europe and Asia is called what, children? Yes, very good. Eurasia. Asia is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the east, then Indian Ocean in the south, and the Arctic Ocean in the north. In its western side, there are Ural Mountains and Ural rivers. Both are considered as a natural boundary between Asia and Europe. Clear, children? The combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called what? Eurasia. Clear? Then the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north, and the equator, that is 0 degree latitude, pass through the continent. Pass through which continent? Asia continent. India lies in which continent, children? Yes, India lies in Asia continent. Clear? Okay, children, next we'll discuss about Africa. Africa is the second largest continent in the world. Then it is also known as what, children? Yes, it is also known as dark continent. Why? Because a greater part of this continent remained little known to the outside world until the last century. Clear, or you understand why it is called as dark continent? Because the greater part of this continents remain little known to the outside world until the last century. It is the only continent in the world that is expanding in all hemispheres. That is northern, southern, eastern and western hemispheres. It is the only continent in the world that is expanding in all hemispheres, especially north, south, east and west hemispheres. Clear? Then it is bounded by the Atlantic Ocean in the west, the Indian Ocean in the southeast, then Mediterranean Sea in the north and Red Sea in the northeast. This continent is bound on all sides of the ocean and sea. Clear, children? Then the Africa is separated from Asia by what? By Suez Canal. Clear, children? Asia is separated from the Africa. By what? By Suez Canal. And from Europe by this what? Europe by the Strait of Gibraltar. Clear, children? Then it is the only continent through which the equator, that is 0 degree north to south, then Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, then the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south, and the Greenwich Meridian also passes. That is the only continent. Which is the only continent? Africa is the only continent through which equator, then Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Greenwich Meridian pass. Okay. Then Africa is the home of the world's longest river, Nile, and the world's largest desert. What, children? Yes, Sahara. Sahara is the world's largest desert. It is the hard and dry desert of the world. Why Africa is called as dark continent? Because the greater part of this continent remained little known to the outside world until the last century. Okay. Then it is bounded by on west, Atlantic Ocean on the west, then the Indian Ocean in the southeast, then Mediterranean Sea in the north and the Red Sea in the northeast. Clear? This continent is bound on all the sides by oceans and seas. Okay. Clear, children? Then Africa is separated from Asia by what? By Suez Canal. Then Africa is the home of the world's largest river. What is the world's largest river, children? Is Nile. Clear? The world's largest desert, what, children? Is Sahara. It is a hot and dry desert of the world. Clear? Okay. Next we'll discuss about North America. North America is the third largest continent of the world. Mainly it is situated in the northern and western hemispheres. Clear, children? Then it is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the west, then the Atlantic Ocean in the east, then Arctic Ocean in the north, and the Gulf of Mexico in the south. By this way, the continent, the continent North America is surrounded by 3 oceans. What are the names, children? First, it is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the west, Atlantic Ocean in the east, then Arctic Ocean in the north, and the Gulf of Mexico in the south. Clear? Then North America is connected with the South America by a narrow stretch of land called what? Yes, Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting these 2 large land areas. Clear, children? North America is the 3rd largest continent of the world. Mainly it is situated on which area? Northern and western hemispheres. Then it is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean in the west, Atlantic Ocean in the east, and Arctic Ocean in the north, and the Gulf of Mexico in the south. In this way, this continent is surrounded by 3 oceans. Clear? Then the North America is connected with South America by a narrow stretch of land is called what? Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting these 2 large land areas. Clear? That is North America and South America. Okay, children, next we will discuss about South America. South America lies in the western and southern hemispheres. Okay, then it is the 4th largest continent and roughly triangular in shape. Which continent is triangular in shape, children? Yes, South America is the roughly triangular in shape. Then equator and Tropic of Capricorn passes through this continent. Okay, it has Atlantic Ocean in the east, then Pacific Ocean in the west, then Southern Ocean in the south, then north side Caribbean Sea. Okay, then it is a home of the world's largest rivers, the Amazon. Okay, then the Andes mountain range, which runs through its length from north to south, then the longest mountain range in the world. Clear, children? Children, once again I'll repeat. Mainly it lies between the it lies in the western and southern hemispheres. Then it is the 4th largest continent. Then equator and Tropic of Capricorn passes through this continent. Okay, okay. Then home of the world largest river, the Amazon, and the Andes mountain range, which runs through its length from north to south, is the longest mountain range in the world. Clear, children? Next we'll discuss about Antarctica. Antarctica lies in the southern, western and eastern hemispheres. Okay, it is the 5th largest and 3rd smallest continent in the world. Then one main important thing is it is bigger than the combined areas of Australia and Europe. Okay, mainly it lies in the Antarctic Circle. The South Pole is situated almost at the center of this continent. Then mainly one main thing is it is surrounded by the Southern Ocean. Okay. Then it is estimated that about 4 kilometer thick layer of ice is found permanently in this continent. So Antarctica is also called what, children? As frozen continent or the white continent. Clear? Antarctica is also called what? Frozen continent or the white continent. Okay, children. Next we'll discuss about Europe. Europe entirely lies in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Clear? Then the Greenwich Meridian and Arctic Circle passes through Europe. Then one thing is it is the 6th largest and 2nd smallest continent in the world. Clear? Then it is surrounded by water bodies on 3 sides. In the west, Atlantic Ocean in the west, then Mediterranean Sea in the south, then Arctic Ocean in the north. Okay, then Ural Mountains and Ural rivers separate Europe from Asia. Okay. Next one is Australia. Australia is entirely lies in the southern and eastern hemisphere. Australia is lies in which hemisphere? Southern and eastern hemisphere. Okay, it is the only continent that is also a country. It is the only continent that is also a country. Australia is surrounded by water from all sides. Okay, that is why it is called as island continents. Why it is called as island continent means Australia is surrounded by water from all the sides. Okay, so it is called as island continents. Island is means what, children? It refers to the piece of land that is surrounded by water. Okay, it is surrounded by Indian Ocean in the west, then Southern Ocean in the south, then Pacific Ocean in the east, and Arafura Sea in the north. Okay, clear, children? Okay, we'll move on to next one. Next one is we'll discuss about the hydrosphere. The word hydrosphere means what, children? Hydrosphere means water. This word derived from the Greek word huda, which means what? Which means water. What it mean, hydrosphere? The part of the earth covered with water is known as hydrosphere. Clear? Almost 71% of the earth is covered with water and only 29% with land. Land. That is why the earth is called what? As blue planet. Why earth is called blue planet? The part of earth covered with water is known as hydrosphere, isn't it? Almost 71% of the earth is covered with water and only 29% is with land. That is why the earth is also called blue planet. Clear? The hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms. It may be ice, water, then water vapor. It may include oceans, seas, bays, lakes, rivers, glaciers, underground water, water vapors in the atmosphere. Clear, children? Once again, I'll repeat why Earth is called a blue planet. Yes. Almost 71% of the earth is covered with water and only 29% is with land. So it is called as blue planet. Clear, children? Out of the total water available on earth, ocean alone contain 97%. Okay. It is very salty for human use. Only 2.77% of total water is in the form of ice sheets or glaciers or underground water. Remaining only 0.03% is available as fresh water for human use. Okay. Ocean water is too salty and it is not used by the human beings. Huge amount of fresh water is used by human beings, isn't it, children? Yes. The average depth of the oceans is about 4 kilometers, while its greatest depth is about 11,022 meters, which is recorded as a Mariana Trench. A trench lies in which ocean? Yes. Mariana Trench is located or lies in Pacific Ocean. Okay. Okay, children. Next, we'll discuss about oceans. Vast stretches of water is known as oceans. Vast stretches of water is known as oceans. Okay. They are the major part of hydrosphere. The ocean water is not static. It keeps moving all the time. Okay. Ocean water is not static. Why? Because it keeps moving all the time. Ocean currents, waves and tides are the movement of ocean water. What are the movements of ocean water? Ocean currents, waves and tides are the movements of ocean water. Okay. There are 5 major oceans in the world. Isn't it, children? What are they? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic or Southern Oceans. Clear? First, Pacific Ocean. It is the largest and deepest ocean in the world. Mainly, it covers almost 1/3 of the earth. Which is the largest and deepest ocean in the world? Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean in the world. What is the shape of the Pacific Ocean, children? Yes, it is circular in shape. Okay. Then Mariana Trench. I already told, no, that what is mean by Mariana Trench? It have the greatest depth is about 11,022 meters. Isn't it? Yes, that is lies in which ocean? Pacific Ocean. Next one is Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean. Mainly, what is the shape of the Atlantic Ocean, children? Yes, shaped. Okay. Okay. Then it is surrounded by North and South America in the west and Europe and Africa in the east. Okay. Next, we will discuss about Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean in the world. It is the only ocean in the world which is named after a country, India. Isn't it, children? Yes. Then, what is the shape of the Indian Ocean, children? Yes, triangular in shape. Okay. Next one is Arctic Ocean. It is the second smallest ocean in the world. Clear? Then it is connected to the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water known as what? Bering Strait. Yes. The Arctic Ocean lies around the North Pole and it is extended up to Arctic Circle. Okay. Next one is Antarctic or Southern Ocean. This ocean is the extent of 3 oceans. 3 oceans. What are the, children? Indian Ocean, then Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Clear? Mainly, it is situated within the Antarctic Circle and surrounds the South Pole. Clear, children? Okay, children. Next, we will discuss about atmosphere. Okay, what is mean by atmosphere, children? The word atmosphere is derived from which word? Latin word atmosphera and Greek atmos, which means vapor. Clear? Vapor. Clear? Life is not possible without air because it is a basic source of our breathing. Isn't it, children? Yes. Lithosphere on which we live, it is surrounded by a large sea of air. The air which consists of various gases. Isn't it, children? What are the gases? Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, neon, helium and so many gases. Isn't it? Yes. Oxygen is needed for all organisms for breathing, while plants need carbon dioxide for making their food. What is the name of that process? Yes, photosynthesis. Isn't it, children? Then ozone is also an important gas in the atmosphere. Mainly, it protects from us harmful ultraviolet rays, isn't it? All these gases along with the water vapors and dust particles together to form our atmosphere. The atmosphere can be defined as the layer of gases that surrounds our planet. What is mean by atmosphere? Atmosphere can be defined as the layer of gases that surrounds our planet. Mainly it provides us air to breathe and protect us from harmful effect of sun rays. Clear, children? What are the uses of atmosphere, children? Yes, oxygen is useful for what? Breathing. It is also known as what, children? Life gas. Why? Because it is the basis of life. It is the basis of the life for all living organisms. Clear? Then it is also required for the combustion. Then nitrogen helps in the growth of what? living organisms. Nitrogen controls fire. Then carbon dioxide absorbs heat radiated by the earth, isn't it? These are the main uses of atmosphere. Okay children, next we'll discuss about the structure of the atmosphere. We have different layers. Atmosphere extends up to a height of 1600 km from the earth's surface. Okay, it have different layers of the atmosphere. What are the layers children? Yes, one is troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, at last exosphere. Clear? These are the different layers or structures of the atmosphere. In the troposphere, it is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. Okay, weather phenomena are found here. Okay, we are in the direct contact with this layer. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen are also present in this type of layer. Okay, next stratosphere. It is a second layer. It extends up to 50 km. Clear? Then third layer is mesosphere. It lies above the stratosphere. It extends up to height of about 80 km. Okay? Clear? Then thermosphere. It is a fourth layer of the atmosphere. It is also called what? Ionosphere. Thermosphere is also called what? Ionosphere. Clear children? It is found up to height of about 400 km. This layer mainly reflects the radio waves back to the earth's surface. Clear? This layer is very important for communication. Normal thermosphere first one is troposphere. In this layer we are visible in that layer. Then stratosphere, it extends up to 50 km. Then mesosphere, it extends up to 80 km. Then thermosphere, it extends up to 400 km. Then last one is exosphere. It extends up to, it is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere. It extends up to height of how many kilometer? 750 km from the earth's surface. This layer merges gradually with the interplanetary space. Clear children? Okay children, I'll ask one question. What is mean by density of the atmosphere? What it refers? Density of the atmosphere refers to the water vapor present in the air. Clear? What it means? Density of the atmosphere refers to the water vapor present in the air. Due to the gravitational force, it is held to the earth's surface. Clear children? Okay. What is mean by a wind? Air moves from the high pressure areas to low pressure areas. That movement of air is called what? Wind. Clear children? Air moves from high pressure areas to low pressure areas. Such movement of air is called wind. Once again I'll repeat children. What is mean by wind? Air moves from the high pressure areas to low pressure areas. Such movement of air is called what? Wind. Clear children? Okay children, we'll move on to next topic. Next one is biosphere. The word biosphere is derived from an ancient Greek word bios, which means what children? Which means life. Thus, the biosphere refers to the part of the earth in which life exists. Clear? What is mean by biosphere? Biosphere refers to the part of the earth in which life exists. Clear? For the evolution and survival of the life, we need three main things. What are the children? Land, water and air. What are the three main things we need in everyday life or survival of life? Land, water and air. These three things are found in biosphere. Clear? Biosphere is a zone where life that makes this planet unique is found. Clear? Human beings are the essential part of the biosphere. Who are all the essential part of the biosphere? Human beings. We are all the essential part of the biosphere. Biosphere is found on and in the ground and water and in the air. It extends from less than 11 kilometer below the sea level. It extends from less than 11 kilometer below the sea level. Clear, children? Then biosphere is made up of both biotic and abiotic environments. Okay, what does mean by biotic and abiotic environments, children? Yes, biotic is nothing but plants, animals and human beings are the part of biotic environments. Clear? Abiotic, what does mean by abiotic or abiotic, children? Land, water, air together to form the abiotic environment. Clear? That is absence. It may called as non-living. Okay, that is living. Biotic means living, abiotic means absence of living, that is non-living. Clear? Next, we'll discuss the interaction of the spheres of the earth. Life is possible only where the land, that is lithosphere, water, hydrosphere and air, atmosphere come in contact. Okay, all these three spheres interact each other to provide favorable conditions for the growth of various organisms. All these spheres, what are the spheres? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere interact each other to provide the favorable conditions for the growth of various organisms. Clear? Extending from the earth lithosphere and hydrosphere into the atmosphere, and the biosphere is the planet narrow zone of life. Clear, children? Each life either directly or indirectly depends upon the biosphere. Each life is either directly or indirectly depends upon what? Biosphere. Life cannot be imagined in the absence of biosphere. Thus, the biosphere is essential to save life. Clear, children? But presently, human beings are affecting our environment on a large scale, isn't it? Nowadays, human beings are exploiting in the environment to meet its demands. Mainly to feed the growing population. The natural resources are being exploited. Then they are cutting trees, digging minerals, clearing the forest areas and so many things. Isn't it, children? Yes. All these activities disturb the natural balance between the various components of the biosphere. Then it is harmful for human beings also. It is need of the heart to protect our natural environment, so a balance of nature must be maintained to support our survival and growth. Children, are you understand what I am telling? It is a need of the heart to protect our natural environment, so that only we balance the nature must be maintained to support our survival and growth. Clear, children? In today, not only the human activities are disturbing our natural environment, but also natural calamities are also affecting it badly. Earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, tsunami and so many things. In 2004, tsunami hit the eastern coastal areas of India. It caused a great destruction of life and property. Mainly the Indira Point and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands got submerged under the sea water in the year of what? In the year of 2004. Isn't it, children? Okay, children, what is mean by global warming? The increase in the amount of carbon dioxide leads to the increase in the global temperatures. That is termed as what? Global warming. Clear? Big industries, thermal power plants, vehicles and pollute the earth. Children, we should limit the use of resources of the earth so that the balance of the nature among the domains of the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere could be maintained. Clear, children? I hope you all understand this chapter clearly. We'll see in next video class. Thank you, students.